WNBA Finals overlooked due to absence of Caitlin Clark, a misplaced focus. The anticipation for the WNBA Finals was palpable. Fans of women's basketball had high hopes that Game 1 would shatter preconceptions and earn the respect it deserved. The opening contest, thrilling, intense, and fiercely competitive, delivered everything one could ask from a championship series. However, despite the on-court brilliance between the New York Liberty and Minnesota Lynx, the narrative surrounding the finals seems to be rooted in a sentiment that overshadows the athletic prowess on display. Caitlin Clark isn't playing. Clark, the sensational guard from Iowa, has captured the nation's attention in a way few women's basketball players have, largely due to her electrifying performances during the NCAA tournament. But the overwhelming focus on her absence in the professional league has cast a shadow over the WNBA Finals, diminishing the respect that the current competitors deserve. The implicit suggestion seems to be that without her presence, the finals lack the star power or the intrigue to captivate a broad audience. Strong is a word that was often used in the lead-up to the finals, and it remains in the conversation. Yet, it doesn't seem to describe the athletic contest unfolding on the court. Instead, it feels more tied to the media's persistent reluctance to give women's sports their due recognition without a singular media darling to drive viewership. The Liberty and Lynx, two powerhouses of women's basketball, are filled with talent, grit, and determination, yet the coverage they receive rarely reflects the depth of their skill. This speaks to a broader issue facing women's sports. Rarely are these athletes given the respect, coverage, and enthusiasm that their male counterparts receive. It's as though they must continually prove their worth, and even then, they are met with conditional support. Women's basketball, despite its growth, remains at the mercy of narratives shaped by factors outside the game itself. The WNBA Finals should be a showcase of the pinnacle of professional women's basketball, but instead, the conversation remains centered on what it lacks, rather than the excellence present on the court. While the absence of a singular star like Caitlin Clark is noticeable, it shouldn't diminish the remarkable achievements of the athletes competing for the WNBA championship. Perhaps, one can wish and hope that with time, the focus will shift toward the deserving stars and the competitive excellence of the sport itself. Until then, the finals continue to be undermined by the same lack of respect women's sports have been battling for decades.